Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a different one. Today we're gonna go into something that I think is just worth going into actually. So a lot of you might be wondering like, okay, you know, how does it that some people or some characters, in shows or whatever, don't back down or don't, give up just right there and there despite, the odds. Well, it's actually really simple since I'm technically speaking one of those people that have literally done the same thing. uh, it's actually simple and like it's easier said than done. And to a lot of people, that's probably overstating things, but really it isn't. So in order to overcome something, you need to make sure that you're capable of withstanding such things. And in order to do that, you need to be hopeful, you need to be optimistic, you need to be, well, yeah, pretty much that. And just, how do you say this? You need to be optimistic, hopeful, um, some people might even use the word reckless, uh, which, I mean, sure, you could put it that way, but like, mainly hopeful and optimistic. And which is the core of it. And if you are able to be optimistic and hopeful, then hey, at least you're on the right track. But in order to withstand such things, you also need to make sure that you're not going to be able to back down. You need to stand your ground. You need to um, basically face whatever obstacles is thrown in your way, no matter um, how impossible it might seem. You know. Yes, I use the word impossible, okay? That is like, if you look at some of the movies or shows or whatever, and you look at, like, for example, the main characters, like, because the main characters are literally, you know, the focus on this, a lot of the things is actually true when you think about it. And if you actually try it yourself, because fear does, like, the thing is, fear is like one thing is to have fear and the other thing is to let fear take control. And if you let the fear take control, you're not going to be able to accomplish anything really. The only thing you're doing is just running away from the thing that you're supposed to be overcoming, essentially. So a lot of characters, for example, let's look at what's the best character that I could probably put in? You know what? Naruto. Yes, that Naruto, from the anime, the anime show Naruto, or just anime. You know, you get my point. That character has literally been through, like, if you've watched the show or what, like, know the story, that character has been through basically hell. If you think about it, basically hell. And despite all of it, that he still kept going. He still kept um, pushing through. Mainly, like, sure, it was the goals that sort of strived him to do so, but it was also that fact that he was still like sure you might not even see it like you know from like the outside, but deep down he was hopeful. He was sure that he would make it. He was optimistic about it, and that's what made him come through. Like he had a goal, and his goal was to become the Hokage, aka the village leader, basically. And so he became, and he accomplished his goal by simply not wavering, just face any obstacle that comes in their way. And that's literally what you what you need to do in order to succeed, essentially. Which is literally what I've been doing for the pretty much every time, even in this. Sure, I've taken some breaks, but taking a break doesn't mean you're giving up. Giving up is the only way to give up is by simply running away uh, from the obstacles rather than to face the obstacles. So basically, what I'm saying is that let's say you want to be a YouTuber, but you don't want to, you know, take on the obstacles that comes with being a YouTuber. You're simply just running away from your dream or your goal, basically, and in the end, you'll just be miserable because of that. The point of it being is that it doesn't matter whether whether the goal may seem impossible or whether whatever obstacle you're facing is impossible, you know? Because in reality, nothing is really impossible. In like sure there are some things that, you can't really do, but you know, if you think about like realistic things, there's nothing impossible when it comes towards realistic things. And sure, like the concept for example, the concept of a multiverse is still there. I mean, it's still a concept. No one hasn't really gone through to try out whether, it is possible to, travel to, other like dimensions or something like that. But who knows? Maybe there is. Maybe there is. Despite that, people are still theorizing. People are still, they don't want to give up on that theory, and that's basically what has kept people still just theorizing about like multiverse or stuff like that. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but at the same time, it's the thing that keeps someone going. That like will to never give up, basically. And yeah, and that's also one of the reasons why I haven't really, that's one of the reasons why I'm not miserable, despite all the things that I've been through. If you've watched the video where I just literally just told like this, like where I just put in a rough story of my life, which is true, by the way. It's not made up. That is true. Um, but yeah, it is a rough story of my life. There's certain things I just don't want to talk about too much of, really. Like, because some of those things are just really personal, and I mean really personal, and I don't want to share those. At least not yet, unless I feel like doing so. Which which is harder said than harder no, easier said than done. So yeah, like yeah, like in short, the key to standing your ground is to never give up, to be hopeful, to be optimistic, to you know just be, and also be yourself. That is also one of the biggest reasons why you should actually just keep going. Is just to be yourself and be hope, like as well being hopeful and optimistic, because it allows you to do some insane things that don't seem insane. Like I'm not talking about it's really insane, but I'm just saying, in terms of like, oh yeah, this is not even realistic. uh but yeah, I think I've said what I need to say in this video. This was just me talking about, the whole aspect of not giving up. And, you know, I hope this video was, or this, me talking about it was in any way helpful. I honestly hope so. If not, then I don't know. If not, then I don't know what I'll say. Uh, what else I should? Then I don't know. Then I don't know what else is, because I think this is one of the best ways to describe it, really. Or who knows? Maybe someone can describe it way better than me. But like that is how I feel. Like that is literally how I can describe it. So yeah, I hope this this talk was in any way helpful in whatever like in whatever you know you may have, whatever obstacle you may have. Just be hopeful, be optimistic, don't give up. And yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm still like here, why I'm still standing to begin with. In fact, I'm still trying to make sure that this channel succeeds. uh and in fact, like, sure, I don't have 1,000 subs yet, or 1,000,000 subs. Who knows? Maybe I might do something really special on 1,000,000 subs. Actually, I might probably do that. Depending on what it is, that is probably, hmm, what would be a very fitting 1,000,000 sub? Um, I know it's a long way, but still, it's actually worth like just pondering upon. What would be the 1,000,000 sub video be? That is an interesting thing. Game review, that could be a thing, like, or franchise review. That is also something that we could, like, that I could do. Uh, I mean, who knows, really? But yeah, this is pretty much it. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you wanna support me even further, you know, from just watching the video, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the storm be with you.